So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Kimberly, and I have 12 years of teaching experience as an elementary educator. I have 7 years with the 2nd grade, 3 years with the 5th grade, and I spent the last 2 years as a science instructional coach at my elementary campus.
Can you tell the viewers your most important classroom management principle?
I once worked with a school principal who was famous for quoting, "If you fail to plan, you plan to fail." So what I want to most stress is the importance of planning your classroom procedures before the beginning of the school year. You cannot underestimate the value of having these procedures set in place before your students enter the classroom. Some examples for daily procedures include: how do you expect your students to walk into the classroom every day? What will your seating chart look like? Will they sit in individual desks or work in collaborative groups? Or even smaller things such as how to sharpen a pencil, throw away trash, or retrieve a Kleenex. Make sure to carefully define these expectations before the students enter the classroom. Then introduce these classroom management procedures during the first weeks of school. Be adamant about how they are performed and be consistent in implementing them in your classroom. If you do so, your classroom should run efficiently. Introduce these classroom management principles to your students during the first few weeks of school. Make sure you are adamant about how they are done and be consistent in implementing them. Employing these classroom management principles will make sure that your classroom runs efficiently.
Tell me your most important classroom discipline principles.
When I think about many of the classroom teachers that I've had the honor of evaluating, one of the things that I really like to see is a balance between positive rewards in their classroom discipline plan as well as outlining those negative behaviors that would allow the students to suffer consequences. Many times teachers forget to honor the positive things that their students are doing. Also, when you focus on the negative behaviors, make sure that you've made an outline of how you want to redirect that negative behavior to achieve a more positive outcome.
Okay, can you tell the viewers how you would handle a major disciplinary issue?
From time to time, some disciplinary issues may not be resolved immediately. If you see that the discipline issue is an ongoing concern, number one, make sure that you stick to your classroom discipline management plan that you've already had approved by your principal. Number two, make sure to inform your principal or your administrator of this ongoing issue. It's nothing worse than an administrator being confronted by an irate parent because of an issue that you have neglected to inform them of. Number three, stay in close communication with the parents, whether it be face-to-face, via email, or phone contact. I recommend email simply because it's a written document that clearly states your response and the parent's response back to you. Last but not least, make sure you maintain professionalism at all times because you are the professional in this incident.
And my final question to you would be, tell the viewers one piece of classroom management advice that you would give for a first-year teacher and a veteran or seasoned teacher.
For my first-year teachers, you can't do enough observing during your first year. Take the time to walk through your building or befriend other teachers and observe the way they handle their classrooms. Pick up on those tips that you deem would be useful and employ them in your classroom. And then you may even notice some teachers who are not doing such a great job and avoid what they're doing at all costs. For our seasoned teachers, make sure that you're collaborating with your grade level colleagues, especially since you're working as a team. And take advantage of professional development to hone your skills. Even if you're an experienced teacher, there's always room to grow. I always say at the end of the day, experienced teachers should evaluate themselves and ask, what could I have done today to improve the way my classroom ran? For the seasoned teacher, there is always room for improvement. Take the time to collaborate with your grade level peers, because you can always learn something from your teammates. Also, take advantage of professional development to continue to hone your craft when it comes to classroom management and discipline plans. Always at the end of the day, try to evaluate yourself and ask, what could I have done better today to ensure that my classroom runs efficiently?